Hey YouTube, it's Old School Gamer. I'm bringing you a review today of the PSP 3000. Pretty much brand new, just got it. So I think you guys have been waiting for this one, so let's get started. We'll go over the outside first, like always. So on the front of the PSP, you have quite a few buttons. You have your directional pad, which is really nice. It feels really good. Your analog stick here. It's pretty good as well. You know, it's not the best analog stick, and it's kind of in an awkward place, but it's good. You have two lights here. This one, the top, shows whether your memory card is being used at the moment, and this one shows whether your Wi-Fi is being used. So in here, and then here, these are your two speakers for stereo sound. You got square, triangle, O, and X buttons, just like on your PlayStation controller. And then along the bottom here, you have more buttons. You got your PlayStation button, which is basically like your home button, like on the PS3. Your volume buttons. This little hole is the microphone. PSP. This is the screen brightness button. Also, it will turn the display off. This is like an equalizer button. If you have the headphones plugged in, you can choose between jazz, pop, heavy. It's like just like for listening to music. And then if you hold it down, it will mute the sound of the system. Then here you have your select button and your start button. The lights on this side show whether the system's on or charging, and this one shows whether the system is in hold mode. So you can see it turned yellow there, and then the buttons won't work, in case you want to put it in your pocket and listen to music. On the bottom, you have the headphone jack, which also has the attachment for the remote or headset, serial number, whatever. Here's your charging port. On this side, if I can get it in focus, this is where the memory card goes. You just pull this piece of plastic out, and the memory card's sitting right in there. On the other side, which is also out of focus, you have your power slider. Slide it up to turn it on, slide it down to put it into hold mode. Here you have your, this is the battery compartment, and the disc slot. On top, you have your wireless switch, turns Wi-Fi on and off, your shoulder buttons, L and R, your mini USB port, and a couple accessory screw slots. And that's about it for the outside, I think. It's really light, very lightweight. A couple things. The memory card cover it gets kind of loose, or it feels kind of loose, so gotta be careful with that. And of course, the screen not being protected is pretty susceptible to scratches, as you can see in the light there. I kind of go over, those aren't scratches, but there's a lot of smudges and stuff on it, very fingerprinty. So we'll turn on. I'll show you that part. Alright, so it was in hold mode. Oops, Kingdom Hearts background. Hopefully won't get in trouble for that. Okay, so you have your XMB crossbar type home screen. We'll just start all the way at this side. This is your network icon, and underneath here you have your PlayStation account management, PlayStation Store, and your information board. Under, oh, actually, oops, that was the PlayStation Network icon. This is just the network icon. And here you have things like Skype, remote play, internet radio, and the web browser. Here underneath the game icon, you have game sharing, your saved games, or whatever. And down here, if you download games from the PlayStation Store, this is where they end up, as well as any add-ons that you have. And when you put in a game into the PSP, it'll appear under here. So these are what the games look like. UMD discs, like a mini CD. So if you put one in here, it'll start up. Getting some weird lines on the screen, sorry about that. The camera's picking it up weird. So yeah, you put it in and your game shows up. There's Gran Turismo. Video, obviously this is where videos go. Music. Any music on your memory card will show up there. Won't play any for copyright's sake. Under photos, you have all your saved photos that you can look at, and then under your settings you have stuff like network update, USB connection, video settings, photo settings, system settings, theme settings, date and time, power save settings, sound settings, security settings, and network settings, stuff like that. So it's pretty good. I'm not, for time's sake, I'm not going to go into every single thing. What I would like to show you is the PlayStation Store on the PSP really quick. So log into that. Almost. Okay, so this is your PlayStation Store, very much like on the PS3. And it's one thing I would just like to mention, on the DSi, in the DSi shop, where you would buy DSiware and stuff, it is like nothing compared to the PlayStation Store on the PSP. The DSiware store, I wasn't very happy about at all. It was very slow to browse, and it just took forever to look at all the games. Here, everything is nice and fast, loads really quick, and it's just a much more enjoyable, easier shopping experience. You can download all kinds of stuff from the PlayStation Store. Also, the internet browser is pretty fast and pretty good, easy to navigate. So I'll just go to a quick address right here. I'll just go to PSP website. Show you how fast it loads. Geez, this must be big. It's going really slow. Yikes. Alright, well, let's try Facebook Mobile. That has to be a little bit less intensive. Alright, there we go. That loaded fast. So here's Facebook Mobile right here. So that loaded pretty fast. I don't know why the PlayStation or the PSP website was taking so long. So you can do all kinds. It's just like a regular web browser. You can web search, bookmarks, you know, everything. Just like anything you'd have in a normal web browser. So quit out of that. And the thing where most of you will be using it for is gaming. So the PSP is pretty much by far the, you know, has the superior graphics for handheld gaming. I'll show you really quick by showing you the opening of Gran Turismo. So you can just see what the system is capable of and how good the screen is. For people worried about the scan line issues with the PSP 3000, on mine, I will be honest, I can see them, but they're honestly, there's nothing like it doesn't bother me while I'm playing the game, and they're really not noticeable at all. And I'm a total obsessive, compulsive, whatever. So I would definitely see it. So, but I mean, some person who's just playing it or whatever, they probably wouldn't even know. So if that's prohibiting you from buying the PSP 3000, I would just go for it. It's really no big deal. So this is the opening for Gran Turismo to show off some of the great video that the PSP can produce. And it looks a lot better outside the camera too. I know the camera's kind of giving it like a bluish tint. It looks a lot better. So of course this is just a cutscene, but the in-game graphics look fantastic as well. And I might end up doing a review of this game, so you'll be able to see. Looks great. The environments and everything look great. The cars look cool. Everything's really good. Alright, well, you've seen enough. I'm gonna make you watch the whole thing. So, excuse me. So, the PSP 3000, in my opinion, is a great system. I would definitely recommend buying it. You know, if it's not like the DS. The game libraries differ a lot. I know. I'm gonna be honest about the game library. I think that the DS's game library, how can I say this, is more diverse. It has a lot more stuff to choose from, and it has, I think it has like a lot more, you know, hit games, popular games. But I mean, the PSP has some good titles of its own, and if you're more of a hardcore gamer, then you know, the PSP would be good for you. But it's a great system, and all the features it has and the graphics and everything, I think they're superb to the DS. So yeah, PSP 3000, good system. Recommend getting it. Questions and comments, please. And yeah, thanks for watching. This is Old School Gamer. See ya.